Yeah. Hello, welcome. My golf balls annoy. Wonderful to have you in here. Solo, happy to see you in here. Happy to see you in here. I'm going to send a text real quick. I'm going to invite somebody on the channel. I wanted to wait until I went live to actually do this because I've actually been trying to go live. Let's see, it's noon. 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11. For about 5 hours now, I've been trying to go live. I'm going to go live for a few. Stop by if you are available. Sheep show. Oops. Fat thumbs. Sheep show live. Let me give them my number. 7, so. What is my number? 7, 6, Oh my God! I don't remember my number. Oh well, I'll give it to him later. There we go. I texted this dude. See if he wants to come up here. We're gonna talk about him, whether he shows up or not. We're gonna talk about him whether he shows up or not. What's all this say? Ooh. What this say? DOA, I get pissed off all the time for no reason and then I blame others. It's a good strategy in my opinion. Me too, DOA. But there is no method to my madness, but sometimes I try to seek justification for some of the craziness that I spew at people, some of the craziness that I spit at people. And one of my personal philosophies is the time for niceties. We're past that, especially when it concerns the 1A movement. Now, as you all know, I am a self-proclaimed born-again Christian, and I like to make sure that I wear my religion on my sleeve. I made a conscious choice to do that, and I'll accept all of the criticism that I get for doing that. I don't know why I don't know why I just swallowed my own throat, but whatever. I will accept all of the criticism that I get for doing that. But I am completely non-violent. I am an advocate for non-violence. No violence, no violence, no violence. But I believe that, especially as it relates to government corruption, as it relates to police misconduct, I have done several reports on this in the past. I believe that the logical conclusion to the distrust, the hatred, and the animosity that government is creating with the people, the absolute logical conclusion is violence. I do not advocate violence, but I believe we are headed there, and we are seeing more violence against law enforcement and more violence perpetrated against government. And I believe we're going to see even more violence and more violence and more violence. So having said that, I believe that the time for niceties is over. I think it's time to get pissed off, and it's time to exercise our First Amendment right to be loud and proud and to let government know that we're pissed off about their misconduct, about their unprofessionalism, about their tyranny and their oppression, and we're not going to take it anymore. We're going to be loud about it. We're going to stand up to it. We're going to resist it. And the time for niceties and platitudes and political correctness is over. So that is kind of the whole logic behind I'm pissed off. It's time to get pissed off. I think our forefathers are rolling over in their graves, and they're like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What we gave everything for you. We handed you this country and your freedom and your constitutional rights on a silver platter, and you're just pissing them away. What the fuck are you doing? And your point is not lost on me, DOA. Did someone say cake? What the fuck are you doing? So I think that the time for niceties is over, and therein lies kind of the method or the rationale behind my madness of being pissed off all the time, because there's lots to get pissed off about. Katie Kidman, good day, my friend. Now, I want to tell you, I want to talk to you about an hour about having a good day. No, I'm just kidding. Devil's Joint, hey, yo, Buzz, thank you for being here. I see a lot of friendly faces that I've missed on this new channel, and I'm very excited to see you here. Very, very excited. I'm glad that my camera cuts off at the bottom of my beard, because I don't want you to know how excited I really am. Nasty Nathaniel says I am a legend and Silence Boy is handsome. I think that I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but I think that Nasty Nathaniel might have a crush on Silence Boy. At least I'm kind of leaning towards that assumption. My golf balls annoy. Really weird. On my other channel, you are not showing up. That is really weird. But this is Sheep Show Live. I'm sure you already know that. My main channel is Sheep Show, and this is Sheep Show Live, where I'm kind of doing my lives. Hey, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Hey, that works out. DOA, Nasty Nathaniel, welcome to the bad actors list. Yeah, you are on it, Nasty Nathaniel. I don't know what you. Oh, you said Sheep Show is a legend. Yes, Nasty Nathaniel, welcome to the bad actors list. You cannot compliment me and remain off of the bad actors list. You are now an official bad actor. Katie Kidman says Nasty Nathaniel is a legend and her baby cakes. DOA says, did someone say cake? Now, see, I didn't read Katie Kidman's previous comment where it said Nasty Nathaniel is a legend and her baby cakes, and then DOA responded, did someone say cakes? And as I have confessed to you many times, hashtag childhood trauma, I read almost all of the comments as negative and sarcastic towards me. It's just it's a character flaw that I have. So when I read, did someone say cake? I thought DOA was making a sarcastic comment, a random sarcastic comment, and poking fun at me that I went off on this random tirade and this random rant. Yeah, I know. I need psychological help immediately. Stat, as soon as possible. The sooner the better. The sooner the better would be best. But thank you all for being here. I have a few things that I want to talk to you about today. One of the things I want to talk to you about, one of the things I'm pissed off about. We all know and love our friend Impact Media. Impact Media. I wouldn't necessarily recommend Impact Media if you want to learn how to be a First Amendment auditor and what the First Amendment auditing movement is all about. But if you want to learn how to monetize that is Buzz, that is Buzz is proving my point. And that is a very, very, very common sentiment in this country now. And because I'm nonviolent, I can't go there. That's not to say that I would never go there. In other words, if the country, if the Constitution were completely ripped into, and I'm just not saying hypothetically ripped into or metaphorically ripped into or diluted like it currently is, but I'm talking about the country just goes full ham, and we got law enforcement officers quartering in our houses. We got law enforcement officers kicking in our doors. I know we already have that now, but I mean on like a mass scale where it's an actual government policy, and they're going door, like let's say Hurricane Katrina. They're going door to door kicking. They're going door to door kicking in doors. kicking in doors, trying to confiscate guns, and arresting families without warrants, and actually doing harm on a mass scale. And there was an actual organized movement, then I may or may not join in on that actual organized movement. And to protect myself legally, I'm not gonna say that I would. So to protect myself legally and not get on the FBI's bad actors list, or the CIA's bad actor list, or California's bad actor list, I'm gonna say I may or may not join in on that kind of a revolt, a violent revolt against government. But it would take an absolute extraordinary circumstances, and we're heading in that direction. And therein lies my whole point. The time for niceties and politeness is over. And I get a lot of criticism that Sheep Show's too he's too crazy. He's too radical. He's a 5150. He's too loud. He uses too much profanity. We don't use enough profanity, if you ask me. It bothers them. And I struggle with that. But there is no other word other than the F-bomb that makes the point that I so often need to make in so many different situations, number one. And number two, not only does it make the point, it demonstrates my feelings about a subject. And it also allows me to express myself about a subject. So I don't think we're dropping enough F-bombs, especially when we're protesting government. I don't think we're dropping enough F-bombs. And again, I believe that the time for niceties and for etiquette and for political correctness, we're way past that, because I'm trying to stand in the gap between the niceties that we've had in this country for so long and actual violence that is leading up to the people resisting this widespread government tyranny. Anyways, enough on that. Polly, no job. Nice to see you. Polly says, well, never fear. Polly, no job is here. Good afternoon, Mr. Sheep Show. Good afternoon, Polly. Polly, no job. Good afternoon to the chat. Hope you all have a great day. Well, I hope you're having a great day too, Mr. Polly. And if you're looking for a job, I hope you get a job like soon, and a good one. Matthew the King. Matthew is the king, or is a king. He's not the king. He's not my king. But he is a king, and I would certainly never kneel to Matthew, because I only have one king, and it's not Matthew, and it's not government, and it's not San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. It's not Sheriff Shannon Dykes or any of his deputies. It's not the state of California, or it's not any law enforcement officer anywhere. I have a king that I kneel to and that I bow to and that I serve, but it's definitely not government. If anybody missed it, let's just go right here real quick. I will not play the whole video because I want to give you a little bit of a tease. I want to tease you a little bit. I'm going to throw this up here. I'm going to throw this up here. I'll throw this up here in the chat here. What are you doing? What do you mean? Shut up, Restream. Well, small town insane. What's the name of this? Impact Media arrest. Yeah. This is Miss Kidman here.
See if they respect my rights like they do the mainstream media.
This is Miss Katie Kidman here. If you have not seen her follow-up video,
so we have a little park over here.
She did a follow-up on the Impact Media arrest.
Post office.
If you're not familiar with the
This
Impact Media arrest,
to the post office.
I have that on my channel a couple of lives ago. But Katie Kidman went to the post office and by herself.
Media in a hand.
She did what Katie Kidman did best, and she did a follow-up. So the link is in the description. Make sure you get over to Katie Kidman's channel and give her a poke and a like and a hello and a coke and a sub and a comment and say hello to her. That's Miss Katie Kidman. Katie Kidman is my friend. Let me see if I could find this just for shits and giggles. I probably can't, and I'll probably waste my time. I'll probably get banned. What's the name? Hang on one second here. I daydream a lot. Let me see if I could do this. I daydream a lot, and when it comes to my friends, I always picture this scene in Dances with Wolves. When it comes to my friends, as corny as this is, as corny as this is, I always picture this scene in Dances with Wolves. When it comes to my friends. Yeah, I know it's corny. I know it's corny. But I have a very vivid imagination, and that's just, it goes to movie clips. What can I say? It goes to movie clips. It also goes to Les Miserables, my friends. Anyways, that's enough of that. I'm probably gonna I'm down to 9 now. Exactly. Matthew the King, Katie says free Riverside accountability. Matthew the King says he has to say it's not a good look for First Amendment auditors. Well, yeah, I have to agree. I would have to agree to that comment, considering that the overwhelming majority of, especially for people that don't understand First Amendment auditing, I personally don't have a huge problem with it. Because I support all First Amendment auditing, as cringe as it may be. But Gensley report is here. He's being accused of not holding Impact Media accountable. Did Impact do wrong? No, I don't think Impact did wrong. We've analyzed that video here. We've played it in slow motion. It is clear to me. That I call him Corn Pop. Was the primary aggressor on more than one occasion, and that Impact Media, that they were defending themselves. Were some mistakes made? Yeah, but these guys are not trained law enforcement officers. These guys don't have, they're in the middle. They're in the middle of a melee. Okay, they're watching their friends get pounded by this 350 plus pound corn pop. And they kind of jumped in a little bit, and maybe they shouldn't have. Maybe they should have stood back a little bit. But again, they're in the heat of the situation. They're involved in a melee. Their thoughts are. These are all valid excuses that police officers use every single day, and that's something that you will never, ever get me to understand. It's something that I have fought with people over Riverside County accountability forever and ever and ever. These are the excuses that law enforcement uses over and over and over and over and over again. That they only have a split second to react and a split second to make these decisions. The difference is that law enforcement trains all the time in these situations and in these scenarios. They practice these scenarios all the time. Regular civilians do not practice how to act in these situations all the time. We're trying to make split-second decisions as well, and sometimes we make mistakes. And there ought to be a little bit of grace for the mistakes that we make, especially when you have a primary aggressor like Corn Pop, who was clearly the primary aggressor. He was clearly the primary aggressor. I don't hold Impact Media accountable for anything that happened on that day. To me, the foot on the head, that's definitely problematic, because just because of the appearance, just because it looks so bad, it's problematic. because it looks really, really, really bad. But I personally do not have a huge issue with the way that they handled that out there. As a matter of fact, I thought they did a pretty good job. You know, once he was subdued, you didn't see him keep kicking him in the head on the ground. You didn't see him just pounding him. You didn't see him just get on top of that, corn pop and ground and pound him until his face was hamburger meat. You didn't see him, you didn't see him attack the guy. You saw them defending themselves. That's what I saw. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Matthew the King says, hello, the Gensley Report. Speaking of Impact Media had a new video put up this morning. Let me get out of here. Let me find this for you real quick. Impact Media News. That guy has so many different. I don't know how many YouTube channels that guy has. He has so many YouTube channels. He's got virtually a channel on multiple channels on every social media page, and he is definitely let me just say this. I'm not going to say that he's doing this for clicks and views, and I'm not even going to say that this is a negative. I am just going to say, as a point of fact, he is definitely marketing the shit out of his First Amendment auditing endeavors. Let me just say that, okay? Can I just say that? Let me go to history here. And I want to make a little bit of a disclaimer here. He has this on his channel. I'm going to pull it up here. I'm going to pull it out here. Pull it up here for you. Just give me 1 second here. One little second here. He has this on his channel, and it's Impact News, IMPCT News. But when I went to the description, I just kind of glanced through it here. Oh my God, is this my browsing history over here? You're going to see all my OnlyFans stuff over here? Oh, crap. Yeah, I watched Gordon Ramsay. Dang it. Son of a gun. I don't see anything linking to the original channel here that this came from. But you can see here, it's Freedom News Now, and this was filmed in Jackson, Michigan. So I did find the clip from Freedom News Now. I gotta confess, Gensley, I'm ignorant to that report. I didn't know that there was a guy who was molested by a San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy. I wasn't even aware of that case. I'll have to look it up. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Here we go. This is the channel that this report originally came from. It's Freedom News Now. He's out of Michigan. I'm going to throw the link to this channel in the description here. Here's a link to this video here. We'll watch just a little bit of it here. Just the beginning of it here. And let me guys know, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet or not, but this really pissed me off. This really pissed me off this morning when I saw it.
What are you, a tough guy, Sweet Nuts? Huh?
Hey, Shorty. Hey, tough guy.
Well, I'm just wondering. I think we both know what would happen if something happened here.
What police department do you work for?
No one. I'm not threatening nobody. He's
like
calling me a tough guy, shorty, and just
Okay,
talking
well, you
disrespectful.
rolled up like a tough
Why are
guy.
you here?
Dude, give me my distance,
Because I already
man.
planned to come down here tonight so that people like you don't burn my town
Ah,
down.
You're making-
this guy's a joke, man. He acts like he's gonna protect
You're a
somebody.
joke,
Can't
sweetheart.
you see all these security around, dude? Don't you think there's a police department for a reason?
Yeah, I know.
Because of people
They
like
said-
you.
No,
because
because
of
of
violent
you.
people like you.
Because of you.
Let me see your ID. You got ID I can see? You got ID I can check out? Davison Excavating Company. Thin blue line.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm done with this guy. We're gonna let's see if we can get his VIN number here.
Let me get some pictures of you there, cutie.
Get
You're a
his
real
VIN
sweet
number.
look.
Yeah.
I didn't think he looked that sweet.
He looks like a real sweetheart to
Here comes
me.
your buddies, boys in blue for you.
You look like a real sweetheart to me.
Actually, I think I put the link to Katie's video up there in the chat twice. This is the link to why did it okay, this is something crazy here. Hang on one second, guys. I don't know why. I don't know what to do. What happens if you click this?
You're it. There we go. I'll see you tonight. If you guys.
We're having operator error here because if you look at this link right here, it says Katie Kidman, but I'm copying and pasting the link of the video that I'm using right here. So I don't really know what the problem is. I'll post the link to this video.
Up, I'm gonna come
I figure out.
So.
That's
Why
a threat
coming
right
up
there.
right-
Ooh,
You guys
do
heard
you
it.
think someone's gonna
You
press
guys heard
charges?
the threat.
Get out of
Who
my
are
town.
you? I don't even see anybody with masks.
Who
on.
are you?
Don't
Who
worry
are
about
you?
it. We're American citizens. That's who we are.
Go in
I
your
don't know.
town and do what the you're here to do then.
Well,
Out of our
it's
town.
called taking pictures. It's called taking pictures, dude.
Called, you look like a is what it is. Out of our
There you
town.
go,
What?
guys. Davison
Get the F out of our
Excavating.
I'll call cops on you right now. I'm being harassed.
Well, that ain't gonna do
Oh,
That's why we record it.
I won't play you the whole video, but eventually more
crossbow here right now. Is he, there's two out of town people
Katie,
told,
give me
you know,
my
here
space,
telling me
right?
that they
eventually more husbands and wives who are also brothers and sisters start coming out and surrounding this guy in Jackson, Michigan.
I don't need to
It gets worse and worse.
coming up
taking
and
pictures.
videotaping me and that I tell you to do smack.
Keep
Real-
making-
This ignorant thank you, Matthew the King. I appreciate that. This ignorant sister of a brother from the same mother is getting in their faces. You got the business people coming out. She's got the old camback phone in the face, encroaching on people's private space, personal space. You got more people coming. You got basically this whole hick town in Jackson, Michigan, coming out for these guys. And it just gets more aggravating and more infuriating the more that you watch. This guy, NRA right here on his shirt, definitely a Second Amendment guy, but doesn't have a clue about the First Amendment, probably because he inbred. That's probably why. I'm not sure if he's got a firearm on his side there. He might. Looks like he might. Kind of hard to tell. But this guy literally gets surrounded by the entire population of this town. And it is just completely, absolutely maddening and sickening how the people in this town acted. And it was all started by this fire-starting Karen here. Apparently, this guy's name is Brian Davison. They've shut down his Yelp for reviews because people are already they're already dumping on his Yelp. They've already tanked his Yelp for Davison Excavating Company now there's another Davison Excavating Company in Michigan, but I believe the other company that is not related to this one is Davison Excavating and Landscaping LLC. This is Davison Excavating Company, no relation to the other business, Davison Landscaping LLC, also in Michigan. He does have a Facebook page, Davison Excavating Company, got 878 followers. He does have a contact phone number, which you can clearly see right here on his Yelp and on his truck. So the contact number that's on his Yelp and on his truck is 517-202-8967. And I'm sure that if I was, well, I can't speak for them, but if I was the owner of a company, I would certainly want to hear the public's any questions and concerns that the public may have that could affect my business. But this is something that really, really, really pissed me off today. And let's see if we can get a hold of this guy and see if he wants to talk to us. See if he wants to talk to us about what went down. 517-202-8967.
You've reached Brian Davison with Davison Excavating and Skilled Services. I'm probably busy working, but feel free to leave a message with your name, number, and a short description of the reason you're calling. Or for a faster response, feel free to shoot me a text, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great day.
Hey,
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages
crap,
at this time.
son of a
Goodbye.
bitch! The mailbox is full. All right, well, I guess we're just going to have to... No sense leaving him a message on his Yelp because the Yelp is monitoring... Yelp is monitoring his channel right now. This business is being monitored by Yelp support team for content related to media reports. So there's really no sense leaving him a review on his Yelp. I think I did find him on... Actually, I didn't find him. Here's his email address right here. If anybody has any questions or concerns, there's his email address, B. Davison. Let me just throw that in the chat there. I'll copy that. I'll push this down here. I'll click paste, and I'll click that little button. Yeah, his Yelp had 1 star. DA in Bedub, Arizona, AZ. Hello, good to have you here. There's his Gmail address if you want to see any questions or concerns. And he took down his Facebook page. Is that what you're saying? What's going on my phone here? Let me make sure that this is not this. What's going on my phone? That's me. That's funny. That's funny. Let me turn up my air here, guys. I'm getting a little bit hot real quick here. I know I'm spoiled. I can turn up my air conditioner. I can turn on my air conditioner from my phone. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The Facebook page. Let me see if I can find it for you, sir. Yes, it's still up. Here is the link to Davison's Facebook page. So there's that. There is that. Other thing I wanted to cover is I wanted to go back to oh, and by the way, if you guys think of anything that I'm missing that is really kind of going down in the First Amendment auditing community and you want me to cover it, please feel free to let me know in the chat and I'll cover it. I don't have that much for you today. I just actually paid for the membership for Restream and I wanted to test it out today, and I wanted to see if Restream was working. If you're not already subscribed to Sheep Show Live and you haven't clicked that little bell, please give me a sub and click the little bell and throw a like up for this video. I need the watch hours on this video. I'm going to be making a playlist. If you got some time, maybe you could click on the playlist. I'll try to make it today. I'll try to remind you the next time I go live, because I don't blame you if you forget. I was supposed to do that before I got started, but I kept getting sidetracked before I went live. So I said, screw it. And I just went live. You know, I was like, screw it. I'll do it live. I was like, screw it. I'll do it live. I'll do it live. Let's just see here. Here's the one that I didn't show. This is the actual follow-up report. This is the follow-up report. Crofty, hi. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. This is the actual follow-up report for the melee at the Brentwood Post Office. I don't believe that we covered this one, but they actually did two reports. This was their follow-up report that they did.
Turn of events at the Brentwood Post Office today, involving a costume man and a lady with a cane. It led to self-described First Amendment activists caught on camera attacking a customer. And this apparently was all not some setup for some reality show, even though it looks like it. Fox 11's Haley Winslow is live with a story you'll see only.
Was this the original? I don't know what's going on with my internet.
So out of the ordinary.
You know what? This looks like this might be the original report. This is the follow-up report. This is the follow-up.
You saw right here on Fox 11 first, this weird story of a costume man confronting an elderly woman outside the Brentwood Post Office. Man jumps to her defense and ends up in a violent brawl. Well, tonight, he's telling his side of the story to Fox 11's Haley Winslow.
A typical quick morning run to the local post.
Yeah, what's up, internet?
Quickly became anything but.
Hang on one second here, folks. We're going to do that.
With grandma using her cane to whack a couple of stormtroopers over the head, and the violence.
Wait a minute, bitch. What'd you call them, bitch? You call them stormtroopers? You call them stormtroopers? If we go to Impact's account, this bitch's email address is on Impact's account. If you will bear with me real quick, I want to put that. I'm going to let you watch this. I'm going to let this video play. I'm going to look up that email address. I'm going to put this bitch's email address in the chat.
It's quickly escalating outside. 63-year-old Robert Barrett is back at the Brentwood post office, this time with his arm in a sling, sore neck, and lawyer by his side.
Shoulder dislocated. You know, the guy kicked me in my face, so I got a bruise here. My eye is swollen.
Head stomped on, held in a chokehold.
This whole struggle was here.
Barrett went in Tuesday just trying to pay his mortgage, met by costumed characters with cameras, he says, riling up customers, including this elderly woman with a cane.
She told him, don't film me, and he's calling her stupid. You're stupid because you don't want to be filmed. They were watching what you were doing, transacting your business with the clerk, virtually cursing you out to get you to say something to them.
They're a group of self-proclaimed First Amendment auditors, known online as Impact Media, and say they stand for freedom of speech.
I'm coming out, and I'm just, you know, and I see the lady having problems with the guys. She's swelling with her stick, and I said, wow, what's going on? And then the guy standing here, I said, well, he's called me something. I said, what did you say? And I turned around, and he pushed me.
Can you believe all this happened at 8:30 in the morning at the post?
Wait, what'd you say, you lying corn pop looking mother effer? You said, and he pushed you? No, you didn't turn around and he pushed you. You left some stuff out. You turned around, you walked, I don't know how many feet towards him. You were from the point that he called you a bitch. You were, I would say, at least at a minimum 15 feet away from him. You turned around, you walked up to him, got inches from his face, and then he pushed you. Then he pushed you when you presumably caused him to fear for his safety. Then he pushed you in self-defense. You lying sack of shit. Countersuit 10 times the amount that they're suing you for.
In the morning at the post office in Brentwood.
A witness who captures the brawl on camera realizes the severity and calls 911. LAPD officers arrest 3 of the First Amendment defenders and rush Barrett to the hospital.
Free speech doesn't equate to free violence. We may have different views or what have you, but we have to engage in, dialogue and debate as opposed to violence and intimidation.
8 o'clock, Brentwood. Come on. Who expects that?
Photographs for news purposes may be taken essentially inside. This is called Poster 7, hanging right here on the wall. And it's vague, but this is essentially what these stormtroopers operate under. Locals say that they've seen them in different locations before. Just a couple weeks ago.
Let me see. Do me a favor, if you guys can come up with a real clever name, since this lady wants to label people and call us stormtroopers, people that exercise their First Amendment right. Since she wants to label people that exercise First Amendment right stormtroopers, what would be, other than lying bitch, what would be a good name for this broad right here? Or for lamestream media in general? Something, the Postman said, something preferably as hyperbolic and as ridiculous as stormtroopers.
They were right here again, dressed as clowns. Reporting in Brentwood, I'm Haley Winslow, Fox 11 News.
And dressed as clowns has what to do with anything? I mean, I get the intent. The intent is to make them. The intent was to draw a nexus between how they're dressed and how they're acting. You know, they're dressed as clowns because they are clowns. I get fake news poopers. I get the intent there, but it doesn't have anything to do with the news story. That was an absolute hit job by Channel 11, and I tell you, I cannot wait. Hagatha than a Haley. I cannot wait. I wonder if that's I'm going to have to do a search because I wonder if that's that same broad that I did a previous report on for a different freaking ridiculous report that she did. She looks familiar. I don't know if it's her. I think it was from Fox 11. There's so many of them. I can't even keep track of them. I really can't. What I wanted to do here is, let's see if we can't get a hold of, LAPD. I have a question. And part of the intent here is to show you how easy or how difficult it is to get in touch with local law enforcement when you have a concern. Were you able to hear my last phone call with Brian? Did it come out okay, or do I need to do something else? Do I need to figure something else out here?
You've reached the Los Angeles Police Department, West Los Angeles Area Community Police Station. We are currently open. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
You guys able to hear that at all?
Para continuar en español, oprima el número 1. The front desk lobby is open for walk-ins every day from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. to file a police report. We are also accepting telephonic reports every day from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. If you have been involved in an incident that occurred within the city of Los Angeles and you would like to file a police report, our online service can be conveniently accessed 24/7, 365 days a year to immediately file and generate
Brandon's in the house. Hello, Brandon.
To find out if your incident meets the criteria for online reporting, please go to www.lapdonline.org and click on Get Service. If you need a police officer to respond to a location and it is not a 911 emergency, please hang up and dial area code 877-ASK-LAPD. That number is 877-275-5273, or press 0 and your call will be transferred. If you need to have property released or need to retrieve your car...
You have reached the Los Angeles Police Department's non-emergency number. If this is a police emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For English, press 1.
Para español, presione 2. 한국어는 3번을 누르세요.
If you are calling from a rotary phone, use ear tones for the hearing impaired.
Help! Somebody's trying to finger me. Help, help!
Listen and choose one of the following menu options. For non-emergency police dispatch, press 1. For LAPD area community police stations, press 2. To make or to obtain a copy of a police report, press 3. For information on vehicle impounds, press 4. Please hold while your call is transferred to a police operator.
You've reached the Los Angeles Police Department. Your call is important to us. Please hold for the next available police representative. We are unable to provide an estimated time until your call is answered. Please have your address or location you are reporting ready for our representatives to help you. If you wish to file a police report for theft, vehicle collision, hit and run, or lost property, you can file various reports online using your mobile device's web browser at lapdonline.org and look for the quick link to file a police report while you're waiting for your representative. Online police reports can be filed for harassing, annoying phone calls, vehicle hit and run, identity theft, lost property, narcotic activity report, theft, and theft from motor vehicles with property value under $5,000.
Oh, wow.
Vandalism, vehicle collision where exchange of information has been completed.
I wonder how long the hold time is.
lapdonline.org and click on the quick link to file a report. We appreciate your patience while waiting for the next police representative to serve you.
I don't have any patience.
If you're calling to report an illegally parked vehicle, abandoned vehicles, or parking violations, you can contact the Department of Transportation at 213-485-4184 or 1-800-ABANDON. While you are waiting, please also visit the myla311.lacity.org webpage or download the MyLA311 app on your mobile device to request various non-emergency city services. You can also call 311 for services.
Trying to put my arm on my armrest.
Bulky item collection. MyLA311 website offers a variety of resources for all your city needs. Thank you for your patience and continue to hold online. Do you wish to make an anonymous tip of illegal activity?
Yeah.
You can visit theweedtip.com or lacrimestoppers.com for more information. It is completely anonymous and confidential.
I do.
Apologize for any wait time. Please continue to hold. You will lose your place in line if you disconnect the line. For more information, you can also visit us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 911 LAPD.
Se ha comunicado con la línea de
Oh my God.
Departamento de Policía de Los Ángeles. Todas las operadoras están asistiendo otras llamadas. Por favor, permanezca en la línea. Su llamada será contestada a la orden que fue recibida.
I pushed 1 for English, just for the record.
Nosotros apreciamos su paciencia. Todas las operadoras siguen asistiendo otras llamadas. Su llamada será contestada lo más pronto posible.
I pushed 1 for English, just for the record.
Muchos reportes policiales se pueden presentar en línea en lapdonline.org. Los reportes elegibles para la presentación en línea incluyen acoso o llamadas telefónicas molestas, robo de identidad, propiedad perdida, vandalismo, robo o robo de objetos de vehículo y aún atropello y fugas sin lesiones. Deben cumplirse ciertos criterios. Consulte nuestro sitio web para obtener más detalles. Nuestras operadoras están trabajando lo más rápido posible para contestar su llamada. Por favor, continúe esperando en la línea. Estaremos con usted brevemente. Lamentamos esta demora inusualmente larga. Estamos experimentando un gran volumen de llamadas. Por favor, permanezca en la línea y una operadora estará con usted lo más pronto posible.
You've reached the Los Angeles Police Department. Your call is important to us. Please hold for the next available police representative. We are unable to provide an estimated time until your call is
Wow.
Please have your address or location you're reporting ready for our
That's crazy.
If you wish to file a police report for theft, vehicle collision, hit and run.
Well, there you have it, people. This is what it takes to get in contact with the Los Angeles Police Department for a non-emergency.
Los Angeles Police Department Operator 947.
Hey, I'm not sure like who I need to talk to, but I'm trying to find out the cutoff for assault with a deadly weapon in the city of Brentwood. I want to make sure that well, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna beat the shit out of people over the head with my cane, and I want to make sure that I'm not over the age limit for assault with a deadly weapon, so that I don't get arrested. I'm 58, so basically all I need to know is what's the age cutoff to be able to commit assault with a deadly weapon and not get arrested.
I don't think there's an age cutoff.
Well, I saw a video on YouTube, and there was this old woman, and she was beating the fuck out of people over the head with her cane, and she didn't get arrested. And there's several people that I would like to beat the fuck out of with my cane, and I don't want to be arrested. So obviously she didn't get arrested because of her age, because this was recorded on YouTube. So I mean, obviously there was evidence that showed her beating the fuck out of people with her cane, and so the only reason that I could come up with was because of her age. It wasn't unlawful, and I'm 58, and I want to make sure that when I go to Brentwood and I beat the fuck out of people with my cane, I don't want to go to jail. So basically I just need to know what the age cutoff is.
Okay, so there's no age cutoff that you will go to jail.
So why did that old woman that was beating the fuck out of those people at the Brentwood post office, why didn't she go to jail?
Let me connect you to the station so they can help you. One moment.
All right, thank you.
Department, Los Angeles Area Community Police Station. We are currently open. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Para continuar en español, oprima el número 1. The front desk lobby is open for walk-ins every day from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. to file a police report. We are also accepting telephonic reports every day from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. If you have been involved in an incident that occurred within the city of Los Angeles and you would like to file a police report,
let me see if I can find it
online
again.
service can be
Real quick here.
immediately accessed 24/7, 365 days a year to immediately file and generate a police report number. To find out if your incident meets the criteria for online reporting, please go to www.lapdonline.org and click on Get Service. If you need a police officer to respond to a location and it is not a 911 emergency, please pick up the dial area code 877-ASK-LAPD. That number is 877-275-5273 or press 0 in your
is okay.
transfer.
But as a society, we should all agree that violence towards any peaceful activist is uncalled for.
At the front desk. If you need to order a copy of the police report, please press 2 for the records and identification or hang up and call area code 213-486-8130.
Hey, Big Chief.
If you need a Los Angeles City telephone number for other than police services, please press 3 or hang up and dial 311. If you need the detective division regarding a criminal investigation or vehicle impound during their normal business hours from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, press 4. If you need the senior lead office, press 5. If you need to make a telephonic report during our normal business hours from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., press 6. If you would like to hear a list of police stations open for service 24 hours, please press 7. To repeat this menu, press the pound key. You've reached the Los Angeles Police Department, West Los Angeles Area Community Police Station. We are currently open. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Para continuar en español, oprima el número 1. The front desk lobby is open for walk-ins every day from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. to file a police report. We are also accepting telephonic reports every day from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. If you have been involved in an incident that occurred within the city of Los Angeles and you would like to file a police report, our online service can be conveniently accessed 24/7, 365 days a year to immediately file and generate a police report number. To find out if your incident meets the criteria for online reporting, please go to www.lapdonline.org and click on Get Service. If you need a police officer to respond to a location and it is not a 911 emergency, please hang up and dial area code 877-ASK-LAPD.
That's what I just dialed.
The number is 877-275-5273 or press 0 and your call will be transferred. If you need to have property released or need to retrieve your car from impound, please stay on the line to speak to someone at the front desk. If you need to order a copy of the police report, please press
Look at her.
for the records and
Look at her.
identification division or
Look
hang
at her.
up and call area code 213-486-8130. If you need a Los Angeles City telephone number for other than police services, please press 3 or hang up and dial 311. If you need the detective division regarding a criminal investigation or vehicle impound during their normal business hours from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, press 4. If you need the senior lead office, press 5. If you need to make a telephonic report during our normal business hours from 7 a.m.
I don't know. I'm getting ready to hang up, but
If you would like to hear a list of police stations open for service,
I think I'm going to try
press 7. To repeat this menu, press the pound.
maybe the senior lead office. Why not? Probably.
The mailbox of the person you are calling is currently full and cannot accept new messages. Please try your call again later. Thank you.
These fucking, I'm telling you, man. This is modern day law enforcement. This is modern day law enforcement, people. Let me ask you a question, and I've asked this question many times. I've made this argument many times. Who would put up with this from any other entity other than government, and why do we put up with this with government? I mean, what parent, if they called their child's school, what parent, if they were trying to contact an administrator in their child's school, would tolerate that? You parents would be at that school in force. You would be demanding that the principal be fired, that the vice principal be fired, that the entire office staff be fired. You would be at the school board meeting screaming your lungs out. But yet this is every day with law enforcement in this country, especially in major cities like Los Angeles. It's absolutely unacceptable. And I don't know why we tolerate it. I don't know why we're not freaking putting these chiefs of police, these mayors of the cities, I don't know why we're not putting them on a train and why we're not busting them out of the state, sending them off into the wild blue yonder so that they can go and be, what do you call it? Not only just ineffective, but insubordinate somewhere else. And if you want to know why I drop F-bombs so often when it comes to government, is oftentimes government drops nonverbal F-bombs to us, the civilians. And that phone call was a giant, great big fuck you to the citizens of Los Angeles. There's no other way to put it. There's no other way to put it. That phone call and the level of not only incompetence, the level of negligence, the level of apathy that the government has, was a great big giant fuck you to all of the residents and visitors and anybody else that needs police services in the city of Los Angeles. So if you want to know why I get pissed off and you want to know why I drop a bunch of F-bombs, it's because they're always dropping F-bombs on us. Not all F-bombs are verbal. Some F-bombs are non-verbal. And that was as close. That was the textbook definition of a non-verbal F-bomb by the city of Los Angeles. Wow. And, man, the only I would love to go down there and bust into their lobby and ask the questions in person. But, man, I'm 2 hours away. I'm 2 hours away. Directions. Hour and 55 minutes. Hour and 55 minutes to get down there. That's with very little traffic at 1 o'clock right now. That's with no traffic and no accidents right now at 1 o'clock. So I'm kind of far away. Well, that's a good idea. Oh, I got a great idea. Thank you. That's a great idea. Thank you for giving me that. Thank you for giving me that. They see, even when you call from a restricted number, they can still see your number. So they like to dox me. They like to dox me. But that's a great idea. Katie, let me call my local sheriff's department and see if my local sheriff's department can answer the question for me here.
San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department Dispatch Center. All of our dispatchers are currently handling emergency 911 calls. You will be routed to a dispatcher as soon as possible. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Thank you for your patience.
Let me see if I can find the number real quick. There we go. Here we go. 760-241-2911. Let's see if they dox me. What? Straight hung up on me.
You have reached the business office of the Victorville Police Department. We are located at 14200 Amargosa Road. Our office hours are 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, except holidays.
If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911.
Hi, Tink.
If you need a deputy to respond to your location, or if you want to report a crime, please press 1. Please listen carefully. Our menu options have changed.
Hey, Oso. I don't hear any menu options. The hell is going on? Who do we got to murder to get a hold of a cop?
You've reached the business office of the Victorville Police Department. We are located at 14200 Amargosa Road. Our office hours are 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, except holidays.
If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911. If you need a deputy to respond to your location, or if you want to report a crime, please press 1. Please.
The number keeps hanging up on me. I wonder, we need something like they have in Florida, like the David system, where we can see all of the notes that law enforcement keeps on us. They have our phone numbers and they put notes on us.
Of the Victorville Police Department. We are located at 14200 Amargosa Road. Our office hours are 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, except holidays.
If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911. If you need a deputy to respond to your location, or if you want to report a crime, please press 1. Please listen carefully. Our menu options have changed.
Please listen carefully as our menu options have changed. For a deputy to respond to your location, please press 1. Wait while I transfer your call.
Service Department, this is Wendy. How can I help you?
Hey, Wendy, I wanted to talk to a deputy about the cutoff age for assault with a deadly weapon.
What do you mean cutoff age?
Well, I'm disabled and I have a cane and I want to go around and I want to beat the fuck out of people in the city of Victorville. I want to just start fucking beating the shit out of them with my cane. And I'm 58 and I want to make sure that I'm not above the cutoff to be able to legally beat the fuck out of people with my cane.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is irrelevant. What I'd like to do is speak to a deputy about the cutoff age for assault with a deadly weapon in the city of Victorville.
Okay, sir. Well, I need a name and a phone number.
Why do you need that? Deputies can't speak without a name and a phone number? Are they like droids or something? You have to. Are they like droids? You have to input name and phone number before they actually respond, or how's that work?
Yeah, I have to input a name and phone number before I can enter a call.
Oh, you can't just transfer me to a deputy?
No, that's not how it works.
You don't know do you know the answer to that question?
I don't. No, I'm not a deputy.
Okay, well, never mind. I'll just go to the Victorville post office and I'll ask that question in person then. Or I said post office. I meant the Victorville Sheriff's Department. And I'll just ask them that question in person. And I'll try to refrain from beating the fuck out of people over the head with my cane until I get the answer, because definitely don't want to commit any felonies or go to jail. But I think I should be okay. I'm 58. I should be over the age cutoff. It should be perfectly legal. But I'll go there and I'll ask. Thank you so much for your time, though.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Well, she doesn't know. And I will. I'll just go down there. I have to go down there. I have to take care of some other business, and I have to take care of some other business while I'm there. So I will just go down there and I'll ask him that question in the lobby, and maybe I can get a deputy that can answer that question for me. Because, like I said, I definitely don't want to go to jail. But I mean, there's several people that I would. I mean, look at this. Not just beat about the head, but I mean, this broad took out her freaking lightsaber and she was freaking stabbing. Look at this stabbing action. Where's the stabbing action? And that's a very good idea, Katie, because thank you for that. Thank you for that suggestion, Katie. That's a very good idea because Victorville Sheriff's Department is a lot more conservative than LAPD, and I'm trying to find that awesome stabbing action that she had going on there. But Victorville is a lot more conservative than LAPD, so I should ask for the city of Victorville. I shouldn't ask for LA, because if I'm gonna walk around and start beating the shit out of people with my cane, then yeah. And what about those? I got a really good question. I don't know if any of my chat could answer. What about those hurricanes that have those 4 feet? They have 4 feet on the bottom of those, like, hurricanes. Now, if I try to stab somebody with my hurricane, is that considered an assault cane because it has multiple prongs on it? Is that considered? I wonder if that's considered an assault cane. All right, people. Well, that's it. Well, the last thing I got for you peeps is the last thing I want to talk about, unless y'all can I said y'all like I'm from Texas or something. Unless y'all want to talk about something, feel free to if there's any subjects that you want me to cover or that you want me to opine on, feel free to shout it out. Just to shout it out in the chat. But the last thing that I want to talk about here, I don't know if you missed my live the other day. I've been going over it and over it and over it, over and over and over again. And what I wanted to talk about was this guy named Dodge Landisman. And this guy is an SP protester. Sword canes. I don't know. Well, maybe it is a conservative county, so it might be really difficult to get a. Can you carry one concealed, or does it have to be exposed? Anyways, this guy Dodge, he's been attacking me because apparently he thinks that I yelled at his friend Tori, who the Scientology protesting cult has elevated to the sidewalk saint of Big Blue. And apparently, once you reach an age limit, you're not allowed to. You no longer have First Amendment rights when it concerns certain people. So, if the SP protesting cult deems somebody untouchable, then you no longer have any First Amendment rights, and you're not allowed to yell at them, and you're not allowed to curse at them. But the irony is that I didn't yell at her and I didn't curse at her, and they attacked me anyways. This is my friend Dodge here. And for those of you that haven't already heard the story, the last, 12 times I've told it, Dodge is not very happy with me. He likes to call me a... What does my friend Dodge call me? My friend Dodge has called me a what has he called me? He's called me a loser. Told me to get a life. He's called me a homo. He's called me oh my god. What else has he done? His chat they've doxed me in his chat. What else has he called me? Oh my! I've already covered this maybe 5 or 6 times. But this guy, he can't keep my name out of his mouth. He's told me to fight him 3 times, and then I did a skit about how I was going to go to where he was and I was going to introduce him to the old Sheep Show. And from that skit that I did, now he's on the rant that I'm threatening him now. So now he can't get off that little horse. I don't understand. You call me out, you challenge me to a fight 3 times, you call me a bitch 3 times, you say come fight me 3 times. I tell you that I'm going to go to where you are and introduce you to the old Sheep Show, and then you start crying like a little tiny baby bitch that I'm threatening you. Honestly, I don't get it. This guy has some serious fucking issues. He likes to claim that he is some kind of a reporter, that he has a professional experience as a reporter, but he is literally one of the worst reporters I've ever seen in my entire life. He basically just regurgitates hearsay without doing any kind of verifying on his own, he doesn't get any facts right, at least when it comes to me, and he vacillates back and forth between talking shit about me and then saying, "Yeah, I don't really have anything against Sheep Show. I don't really have anything against Sheep Show." But he vacillates back and forth. He doesn't have any mods in his chat, and get out of Dodge a lot. He doesn't have any mods in his chat.
10 new subscribers.
So
a lot of people didn't know me. So
there is a fake Sheep Show, and now, as of yesterday, a fake Sheep Show live in his account. The majority of comments, with the exception of yesterday, I have not made in his chat. So he's been having these conversations with this troll account that says Sheep Show. It's not even me. I told him about it, and his answer was, I don't care to take the time to check it. That was his answer to me. I told him, hey, you're having a conversation with a fake Sheep Show in your account, and he's like, I don't care to take the time to check it. I don't care. So take care, Crofty. Thanks for being here. So he's having a conversation with his fake Sheep Show in his chat, and he has no mods to check it, and he won't check it himself. Now, like I said, he goes back and forth between Sheep Show get a life, Sheep Show get a job, Sheep Show's threatening me, Sheep Show this, Sheep Show that, Sheep Show this, Sheep Show that, and then he goes and he says, hey, I don't have anything against Sheep Show, and Sheep Show's and he'll compliment me a couple of times, and I tried to have him on the program today. He texted me and he said that he's covering a trial right now in the courthouse, and so he can't come on the show. Maybe some other time, because he's at the courthouse covering a trial right now, and I believe him, because he had been saying that he's going to be doing that this week. He's been saying it all week. So I believe that he really is at the courthouse and that he really is covering a trial. But since we haven't actually got together yet and squashed this shit, and since as of yesterday he was still talking, he still had my name in his mouth, I'm going to cover it today until such time as I'm able to speak to him and see if maybe we can't come to some sort of an understanding.
Then I'm not going to give you a chance, and I'm going to block you. So, as always, we'll wait. I mean, I might just cancel the stream. It pissed me off so much last time. I can't. I was just so angry. Sometimes you just have to be like, I'm just disconnected.
So he's raging. He has a dog. Let me back up a little bit. He has a dog, and but he's pretty much impervious to any insult you could throw at him. But when you insult his dog, he goes batshit crazy. Especially if you call his dog fat. He cannot stand if you call his dog fat. So apparently, people were triggering him in his chat. yesterday or 2 days ago, and it triggered him. And he normally goes live for a couple of hours at a time, but he got triggered because people were making fun of his dog, and he cut the stream.
Walking around Denver.
I'm gonna try to fast forward.
The fucking
go to the live chat.
Morbidly obese, loser ass, empty threaded devil. Sheep Show is back. How you doing, Sheep Show?
So listen to what he says about me right here. And the irony is, you can see right there in the chat, it says, "Hey Dodge, that's not me. That's a troll account." I wasn't in his chat that day at all. I didn't even see this video until after the live. But listen to what he says about me. As soon as my name pops up.
Hey, burner account. Nice to have you. You're first. It's official. Hey, Kelsey, you're second. I'm honored. Getting closer to you. Slowly but surely, although I'm taking my sweet ass time. Hey, Scientology Otto. I was talking about you yesterday, let's say, or last time I went live. Maybe that was 2 days ago. But I said how much I missed you. And it was a sad live. It was just a shit show of like Sheep Show. It just like the entire chat was haters. So speak of the fucking devil. Speak of the fucking goddamn morbidly obese, loser ass, empty threaded devil. Sheep Show is back. How you doing, Sheep Show?
Speak of the morbidly obese, empty threaded, blah 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 devil. And that's not me. That's a troll account. I was nowhere in this account. So what he's referring to that he's raging on is the previous night. Some of my newfound friends from ZDT's channel were in there, and they were saying that they support me. And Cynthia was in there talking shit to him about him talking shit to me, and that triggered him, and he got all upset. One of the things that he doesn't like all of the drama in his chat because he's hypersensitive to losing subs. He's afraid that he's going to lose subs. So on one hand, he doesn't have any mod and he doesn't censor any comments, but on the other hand, he doesn't like the drama in his chat. It triggers him because he's afraid that all of the drama is going to cost him subs. And he actually watches the numbers on his chat and he's like, okay, well, yeah, it's crazy, and people are dropping out because everybody's fighting in here.
I miss.
But
bro, how are you here each time I go live? Like, get a life. Jesus Christ. Sheep Show. Yeah, somebody sent me his info. I didn't really care, but.
So check this out here.
Dodge. Imagine name. How you guys doing? Hey Don. Hey, how's Florida? That looked beautiful. I miss you, Dodge. I miss you too. Didn't miss Sheep Show.
So he says, I missed you too. I didn't miss Sheep Show. So if you look down there at the chat, this nasty cutie broad here, she says Sheep Show, aka Gary. So she's doxing me in his chat, and then you'll hear him say that somebody sent him his info. He clearly sees her doxing me in the chat. Has no problem doxing him in his chat.
Bro, how are you here each time I go live? Like, get a life. Jesus.
So how are you here each time I go live? Get a life. That's not me. That's not me, you dumbass. That's a fake Sheep Show that I had already told you about. Was a troll account that's going into your account, and it's not me. And this dumbass. I don't know. Roll it. Should I put it on parchment paper, roll it into a scroll, and like shove it up his ass? I wonder if he'll get it. Well, that's nice of Direct. I appreciate that. I appreciate him shouting me out like that. Besides, it feeds my ego. I love when people feed my ego. Hashtag childhood trauma. That's my love language, is feed my ego. I'm an approval. Well, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of duality when it comes to me. Like, on one hand, I'm a very conflicted person. On one hand, I'm an approval seeker, and on the other hand, I just don't really give a shit what anybody thinks. So how do those two mesh together? I have no idea. Perhaps it's complete insanity, and only Freud can figure that out. I don't know, but it's true. I mean, on one hand, I'm an approval seeker, but on the other hand, I don't really give a shit about what you think, and I'm probably, I'll listen to what you think and then do it my way anyways. Yeah, Katie, I'm pretty sure that they said 3 people were arrested. The only people that are normally there is you got Long Beach Observer's usually there, and his two kids, Lizard Media, and what's the other one's name? Lizard and Simple. You got Lizard and Simple. Those are both his kids, to the best of my knowledge, and I am speculating that Simple and Lizard and Long Beach Observer were the ones that got arrested. So I don't know if that's an actual true statement or if he's trying to be a little bit deceptive there and say that nobody with Impact Media was arrested, as in Simple has his own channel and maybe he's trying to be a little misleading. Simple has his own channel and he's recording for his own channel. He's not recording for Impact. And Lizard has his own channel and he's recording for Lizard. And he's not recording for Impact Media. So, I mean, maybe he's just trying to be a little bit deceptive there. Factually correct. He's being factually honest, but maybe still a little deceptive. He's there with his kids. They're all together. So there's that, and that is the way that I understand it. Yeah, both his kids, Simple and Lizard, and then Long Beach Audits was there. Long Beach Audits is not part of Impact Media. Long Beach Observer. I'm sorry, Long Beach Observer has his own channel. So, yeah, maybe factually correct, but still a little bit deceptive. So you see here, Cutie here, she's doxing me. Yeah, and she's doxing me there. You can see on the bottom, she's got my first name there. And then, what do you call it? That's the third or the fourth person that's doxed me in their chats.
I didn't even look. Oh, nice to have show.
There's Sheep Show again. You know you miss me. That's not me. That's a troll.
Would have been how you do, Bob Cock. I'm a doctor. See, this is probably they're very cars, aren't they? I think new. Nice. I am 46. I think some dogs went a big area. State Mexico continent. I want to go very time. I'll miss them, especially much. Denver.
We're looking for Sheep Show comments right now.
Weird Angela Saturday missing deer is
all he's doing right now. All he does is he's just reading his comments. That's all he does.
I think I would not justify flying like that because LA is not that bad of a Sacred Avenger.
The 21-minute broadcast. Still reading his chat. Towards the end here, somebody will make a comment about his dog, and he'll get really triggered.
When I do, hey.
He'll get very triggered when you make a comment about his dog. And one of the things that I want to note, this troll account Sheep Show. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't think that's very uncommon. I think that they use the flunkies to look at them, and if they do see a problem, then they'll refer them to the vet. But unfortunately, I don't think that's uncommon. Maybe it is, but it does not surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, they do it with people. That's how I usually, when I go to the doctor, they have some freaking, what do you call it? The F did you call her? A fucking, pardon my language, a nurse practitioner. I went to the doctor and I saw a nurse practitioner. And I was like, I don't get to see the doctor. And she was like, no, the doctor doesn't see patients unless I refer them, unless the nurse practitioner refers them to the doctor. So, I mean, if they do that with people, it doesn't surprise me that they're doing it with Guapo. So real quick here, all I'm doing, I'm looking for, there we go. Be Kind says, at Sheep Show, it was to get donations. Apparently, Be Kind's responding to something that somebody else said. But I'm not in this chat at all. Any comments that Sheep Show made, and I didn't even watch this live. I watched it after. So any comments that Sheep Show made, or anybody that's talking to Sheep Show, they're not talking to me. And Be Kind, he's an ally. There's Sheep Show with a happy face. Oh, I know Be Kind. Sheep Show is cute. one of the things that I want to say is I keep waiting for this troll sheep show to try and get me in trouble and say something like, I'm going to go to where you are and I'm going to, I'm going to put a, I'm going to put a nuclear, I'm going to put a nuclear weapon. I'm going to put a nuclear bomb in your trunk and I'm going to blow you to smithereens. I'm going to go to where you are and I'm going to drill you full of 1,000 holes, I keep waiting for this troll sheep show to say something, either make some kind of a threat or to say something that's completely, what do you call it, inappropriate to get me in trouble. But this troll sheep show is like 10 times nicer than I am. So, what am I going to do? The troll sheep show is friendly with everybody. I'm a dick to everybody. It's like, what am I going to do? Oh, I know what happened here. Somebody tells him.
Yeah, you too.
Somebody said his dog has diabetes.
Yeah, I'm I got a YouTube thing, so people are insulting my dog and saying he's fat. So yeah, it's just pissing me off. Yeah, right. I appreciate that. Right, there have been worse. There have been worse in the world. He gets a lot of exercise. So, yeah. So I appreciate that. You want a cigarette or anything? You smoke? No, you're good. You're healthier than me. No worries. Thank you for
that dog of his.
Thanks for making me feel better. I appreciate it. You too.
The dog needs Jenny Craig.
All right. I'm blocking you. Guys, I'm going to end this stream.
The dog.
Bye. I'm done.
So he rage quits. He rage quits out of his stream because people were insulting his dog.
Guys, this walk is not going to end anytime soon. So
here's another one.
I figured I'd do a little live. Say hello to all my chums, all my fuckers and fuckettes. See how everybody's doing.
Yeah, something said about his dog only has
I'm hoping burner account is first. That's Bob Cox second.
But he does get us when you call his dog
of the old peanut gallery.
And they're saying the dog is
going
to die because it's overweight.
Yesterday
well, there's a lot of reasons why they're saying the dog is going to die. They're saying the dog's going to die because there's overweight. They're saying he's going to kill the dog because he gives the dog cooked chicken bones. And, it's a thing. It's a known thing. When you give your dogs cooked chicken bones, there's there's a strong probability or possibility that they're going to splinter in the dog's intestine and, kill the dog. And, there has been many a dog that has died because people have given him cooked chicken bones. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you kind of a story here, a kind of a funny story, or maybe a not so funny story. You guys know that I'm a truck driver, and a lot of times I leave town for quite some time. And I left town, and I had a little black long-haired Chihuahua, and my son was home watching the dog, but the wind had blown down the fence in my backyard, and we had a little doggy door for the dog to go outside whenever it wanted to. And I went home and I was like, where's the dog? And my son was like, well, I don't know. He takes off for days and comes back. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Dog takes off for days and comes back. Where does he go? And he's like, I don't know. So I'm like, WTF, man? So I go outside and this little girl, this little girl from my neighbor's house, she's holding my dog. And it's a male dog. And she's like, you want to see my dog? Her name's Princess. I'm like, that's not Princess, sweetie. That's Boots, and that's my dog. And he lives here. And he's like, oh, no. I've had this dog for a long time. It's my... And I'm like, I'm not going to fight this little girl. I'm not going to fight this little... She's probably like 6 or 7 years old. I'm like, I'm not going to fight this little girl for the dog. And I was like, well, okay. Yeah, you can play with the dog, but, make sure you send him home when you're done. And they were feeding him raw chicken. They were not raw chicken, but they were feeding him cooked chicken. because the dog came home and he had a chicken leg in his mouth, and it was cooked. And long story short, probably about a week later, the dog just keeled over and died. And I have no proof. That the dog died from eating raw chicken bones, but I feed all of my dogs science diet. I've fed every dog I've ever owned. The only thing that they have ever eaten is science diet. Full disclosure, I have some Chihuahuas, and they do get some junk food. They do get a lot of junk food, like the stuff that I'm eating. And I try to do a better job, but they just look at me with those sad little eyes, and I do give them little bits and pieces of some of the stuff that we're eating. Never chicken bones or whatever, but just little pieces of it, whatever. And I go through stages where I'll go months without giving them anything, and then they'll break me down again, because they'll just break me down again with their freaking stupid little sad puppy Chihuahua eyes, and I'll start giving them little pieces again. And anyways, yeah, long story short, about a week after that, he just keeled over and died. And of course, I wasn't going to pay for an autopsy, but I don't know. The jury's out. Did he die from raw chicken bones? I know that about a week before he died, he had a chicken leg in his mouth, and yeah, he does. He gives his dog cooked chicken, with bone and all, and the dog chomps it down. And everyone was telling him, stop giving your dogs cooked chicken. He's like, oh, he's fine, he'll be fine. That dog eats anything, he'll be fine.
Walked about 2 hours with the dog, but I've already walked about 2 hours already.
Long story longer, a lot of people are saying that the dog is going to die because the dog has a very, very unhealthy lifestyle and a very, very, very bad doggy daddy.
There's no end in sight because it's a much cooler 75 degrees. Hey, Cox, 1 second. Nice to have you guys. That's funny. I was like, all right, I'm waiting for people. I hope Burner counts first and Bob Cox is second. Look what happens. Nice to have you guys. You guys are on the ball. Nice to have you. How's your day going? I know. Come close. You come close, Mr. Cox. Walk hard.
He does a restream here, and he comes back on after he rage quits on the previous live.
I'll tell you the rules. I think
this one, I'm actually in on this one. I'm in here talking a lot of crap right here to him. That's all me, Sheep Show Live. That's all me, because I noticed that other broad in his chat doxed me, and I heard him still talking shit about me. So I came in here and I started giving him a bunch of shit on doxing. I'm like, hey, what are the rules on doxing? If your fucking people in your chat are gonna be doxing me, what are the rules on doxing? Can I dox you? And he said, yeah, sure, I don't care. So people are telling me to relax in here. Manuel saying he's homeless. And that's all me just giving him a ration of shit there. She's telling me to move on, that I'm a drama king. Be Kind's telling me to be kind. No, I don't have any interest in being kind. Not to that fucker when he wants to talk shit about me on every stream that he fucking has. Be Kind says you need to leave. I'm embarrassing him. Too fucking bad. Be Kind. Whether you're a friend or not, I don't really care if I'm embarrassing you. I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want to say, and you're not going to tell me what to say or how to act ever. I'm telling him right here that I told him that other account wasn't me, and he said he didn't care. Brenda's talking shit about my wife at Sheep Show. My wife must be slow. So now Brenda's talking shit about my wife now. That's fucking foul ball, Brenda. I don't know. That's foul ball. Why you gotta fucking bring her into it, you fucking piece of shit? What the fuck? She's like the nicest fucking person you will ever meet. She's nothing like these fucking dregs of society that you fucking whose nuts you ride in these fucking SP cult channels. Why do you got to fucking bring up her name? She is literally the nicest, sweetest, most wonderful person you will ever meet. She is absolutely nothing like me, nowhere even near me. She spends most of her day doing good deeds for people, thinking good thoughts about people, and praying for people, taking care of us, feeding us. She cleans the house. She's a clean freak. She takes care of the house all by herself. She feeds me. She feeds my son when he comes home from work. And you know, she prays for people. And she's nice and she's sweet and she's beloved. You know, both of my children adore her, and they would kill me if she told them to. All of my grandchildren adore her, and they would kill me if they told her to. And here's this fucking slut, Brenda. This fucking tramp, Brenda, has to bring my wife into it. You know, why do you got to bring my wife into it, you tramp? So I'm telling him I clarified. Be Kind says, thank you, Dodge. I'm a big fan of you. I don't know if that's sarcasm or what. Here's the fake sheep show. What's up, Dodge? So he just shows up. Fake sheep show shows up. I'm telling him again, the other sheep show is nicer than me. Sheep show says I'm the better one. So now I'm on Sheep Show Live talking to the troll account Sheep Show. And then in a little bit, Sheep Show will switch and he changes to a Sheep Show Live. So now he's gone off of Sheep Show and made a troll account for Sheep Show Live. Somewhere down in here. So he's a Sheep Show smoking on that Sheep Show Live pack.
They thought they did something, but yeah, I mean, my mom's won a Tony Award. My dad owns Broadway theaters, so it's fairly easy to find in all of their names. And the testing is Rocco, so there's not a lot of people named Rocco. I like that name too, thank you. People Island, you can handle them, right? Jesus, I got sick.
So, you know, the point that I'm making is,
how will I go for it? It's an important career. It is. Yeah, I admire it.
I'm a good friend of his.
So I appreciate that. You're forgiven. See? Tomorrow.
Anyways, the point I'm making is that this guy's always got something, some kind of shit to talk about me. He's always got something kind of negative to say about me. His chat's always talking shit about me, and now apparently me and my entire family. And at the same time, he's saying that, you know, hey, you know, I don't understand why Sheep Show does this or does that, but anybody, you know, fuck Sheep Show. Anybody that yells at Tori, the patron saint, the patron saint of the sidewalk in front of Big Blue, is an asshole in my book. I'm trying to find. Oh, it's going to be a live. Hang on real quick here, people. I believe it's this one right here.
Hello. See if anybody wants to hop in the stream.
We just look real quick. He likes to play music and sing.
Right? So I don't care. Too. So there's a few reasons I don't have much of an accent. I'm from New York City. I'm born and raised, but hey, I'm walking here. So you got somebody homeless at cheap here. It was got buses like 20 homeless people like swarming me by. They all.
I'm telling her the other Sheep Show is fake.
Okay, almost come home and do it. It's a shame. I know you don't like to hear. Dodge. You swine, Sheep Show. You're one to talk. At least that's my car and not my body.
Call me a swine.
At least I'm mobile enough to like exit my car and walk. But you're so immobile, you couldn't leave your car and walk to where I was. I went hiking.
Anyways, I don't think that was it. That was a day ago. That was yesterday. 20 hours ago. Anywho, Cynthia was in one of his chats talking shit about was it that one? Was it the one he freaking raged on? I don't think so. Anyway, Cynthia was in one of his chats talking shit to him. But he has offered to come on the show, to come on the panel. And I do hope that eventually we'll be able to get him on the panel, and we can hash this out, and I can call him out on some of his bullshit, and he can address any issues. All right, Oso, take care. Take care. Thanks for being in here. Rastamani, thank you for being in here. But anyways, hopefully he will be able to get him in here, and we'll be able to hash this out, and he'll be able to address any issues that he has with me. I'll be able to answer any questions for him, and I can call him out on his bullshit, and he can call me out on my bullshit, but not today. That's pretty much all I got for you, all I wanted to cover today. Rastamani, appreciate you being in here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this the Sheep Show Live channel. I will be covering stuff involved in the 1A community as it comes up. And if you guys have anything that you guys want me to cover, you guys can always hit me up, sheepshowmedia@gmail.com, or you could hit me up in the chat of one of my videos. I do review all of my chat messages, so you can always just comment in the chat if you like. This is Sheep Show. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hopefully, maybe today I'll be able to get down there to the sheriff's department and I can ask them that question in person. So I'll probably go live on the main channel if I do that. This is Sheep Show. I'm Born Again. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And one of these days, if you want to test, out actually doing a going live from your channel as well at the same time, doing a joint live, I'd like to be able to test that out and figure out how to do that, because you guys can. I upgraded today, so we could go live at the same time. Anybody comes on the panel, we could go live at the same time. Wow, Coconuts, thanks for being in here. So take care, everybody. God bless you all. Have a wonderful